Okay, a lot of y'all are having problems with stuff like this because the times have changed. People aren't strong, honorable people like they used to be. It's a lot of weasel stuff going on because the sad truth is a lot of people are in pain. A lot of people are hurting out here and they upset that things maybe didn't go the way that they wanted. And I'm not talking about with their life. I'm talking about with love. This thing called love that we're all still trying to figure out and understand. So this table conversation has been going around for a while. A lot of people have heard it where, you'll have somebody say, what do you bring to the table? Men counteract this due to, and not all of them. I'm not saying that. Some men are weasels and dirtbags. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is a lot of times the response from women with this statement is extremely disingenuous and just frankly rude. And it's like, I don't know why women don't understand that nobody's going to respect you for rudely answering this. So the table, honestly, is everything. That's the table. The table is everything. Hold on. No, one second. Okay, so like I was saying, the table is everything. A man has to have it all, technically. Unless she's I'm not saying women won't work with you. That's not what I mean. I'm saying usually a woman, not a little girl, not a female, is going to want you to have it all, right? The home, the decent pay, the car, or the boat, whatever she's looking for, whatever. So when a man asks a woman, what does she bring to the table? And if she responds with, oh, I am the table, then that would mean she's paying all the bills. That would mean she's jumping in front of the bullet. That would mean she's running inside of the burning building. She's giving up her seat on the life raft. That is what a man means by the table. You could talk about material stuff. Some people mean that when they mean the table. But that's not what men are saying. What men are saying is, I'm introducing you something. I'm introducing you to something that's already there. The chairs are there. The table is there. Everything's there. All you have to do is be good to this table. You have to, sit there and clean up after you're done eating and don't, damage the fine china. It's like, so if a man is saying that, what is he saying? He's saying, don't mess up my spirit. He's saying, don't come to a complete table and bring your trauma and your drama. Always remember, ladies, a lot of you are trying to get a man to fix something that another man did. He can't. Only that man can fix that. And since you don't want to be around that energy or mess with that man anymore, then that would mean you have to do some self-reflecting. A lot of people can invite you to a great party, a beautiful scene, and you can do stuff that will be out of place to where they invited you. Now, does this go the other way around? Yes, but extremely rare. It's extremely rare that there's a bunch of bad Barbies walking around just, trying to cash out a dude. That's very rare. It doesn't happen. It's so much to the point where women are talking about men stealing from them. You know what I'm saying? Men are stealing their money. Nicki Minaj is going through this. So I just want people to get the table is a beautiful thing, actually. And when somebody asks you, what do you bring to the table? And I'll explain it both ways. If a woman asks a man, what does he bring to the table? Tell her protection. Tell her my life. I'm willing to be a vest for you. That's a lot to bring to a table. When a man asks a woman, what do you bring to the table? Her answer should be simple. It should be peace. It should be comfort. It should be joy. Because remember, everything a woman wants from a man costs. She wants a house. She wants the car. She wants the fancy clothes. She wants her nails done. She wants the wedding ring. She wants honeymoon. She wants all this stuff that costs money. 90% of what a man wants from a woman is free. It's free. Women just have been conditioned to act like they live in a time that they never existed. When people are talking about women are in survival mode, technically, no, you're not. You're only like that because the energy you're putting yourself around. Like me, in my life, I've been in danger, but I've also have had a lot of times where I'm not in danger. Why? Because I don't put myself there. I don't put myself in danger. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the same thing goes for women. You have a lot of trauma and drama in your life because you're going towards it. You know these people are bad. It's like it's Tuesday night. It's 12 o'clock. Who's up? You should be getting ready for work, or you should be going to work, or you should be getting off work. Why do you insist on being around energy that is negative? Schemers and scammers, people telling you to lie to people. It's like they're tainting your energy. Why would you want to be around that? That's not all women. And that's not all the people that are, women that are talking to men. Not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I have seen men make a mistake and lose their life. Not even in death, just in freedom. 25 years off the first hit. 10 years of the first hit, 15 years of the first hit. Nobody is giving him a chance. So when you meet a foolish man that is willing to put his life at risk like that, when it technically is not even warranted, it's not even needed, and you go for that, then you're dealing with unstable foundation. And it's like you can't claim him as a table. You can't. But think about that tainted energy going to a man who actually is a table. Somebody who's building somebody who's built something, somebody who has something to offer. You'll probably sabotage it and mess it up. Same thing with a millionaire woman baller inviting a weasel street dude into her life. Prime example, what did Frankie Lyman do to his second wife? Zola Taylor, what did he do? Destroyed that whole condo, that beautiful home she had. Destroyed it. Why? Because he wasn't built for that. He can sing. What does that mean? Who didn't say that a gang of junkies ain't got talent? Who didn't say a gang of rapists can't dance or a fucking murderer can't make a great souffle? Like, one has nothing to do with the other. It's the characteristic of a person. So I'll say this. When men say, oh, you don't bring them to the table, and it's like he's having an attitude, what woman would want to sit at that table anyway? This is not a comfortable table to sit at. Okay, same thing goes for women. I pay my own bills. I get my own hair done. You're not providing a man to bring anything to this table. So why would he be there? So this is why the boss chick usually dies alone. And this is why the rich, good man goes through so many ups and downs with women, because majority of them are not being ran through. They're being brainwashed by a lot of trouble. So they're not comfortable. They're not peace, which a woman's supposed to be. So it's hard for a ghetto girl. Like, look at Remy Martin. Look at her. Had a good dude there for you all the time. You in the penitentiary. You still come out cheat on him. You still lying. You still acting stupid. You still look. What type of men you think she been around? Look at the Cardi B's. Even Nicki Minaj, she married I forgot what the hell, a sex offender. It's like, look at these people. These are broken-hearted, damaged goods people, showing you a bunch of money and stuff like that, but spiritually they're destroyed. Well, y'all do that to yourselves. So the best advice I can give the whole world is this. Y'all need to stop being scary and take a chance. And take a chance to do something good. Stop taking the easy way out, which is the wrong way. And try to build with somebody. It don't even have to be a sexual relationship. Build a table of business. Build a table of trust. Build a table of peace. You know what I'm saying? It's like this table can be a lot more than just, oh, what are you bringing to the table? No, man. It can literally be magic. It can be a great thing if you come correct. Thank you for your time. Just wanted to give a good vibe before I called it a night. Peace and love, y'all.